Danny Torrance lives a quiet life under a new name. The shining still flickers inside him like a dying flame. Nightmares of snow and blood haunt his sleep. The Overlook Hotel appears again in his dreams. Its halls are older, darker, and alive. A voice whispers that the story isn't finished. Danny wakes with his hands shaking. Something has begun calling him back. High in the Rockies, the Overlook is rebuilt. Investors claim the land is cleansed. A young caretaker named Eli accepts the winter job. He feels drawn to the hotel without knowing why. The walls creak as if breathing. Old stains return beneath fresh paint. The hotel recognizes a new soul, and it begins to test him. Strange incidents occur in nearby towns. Children speak of rooms they've never visited. Mirrors reflect people who aren't there. Danny senses others awakening like him. The shining is no longer rare. It's growing, searching for a source. The Overlook feeds on this energy. It wants to be whole again. Danny meets Abra Stone, stronger than ever. She warns him of a massive psychic pull. Her visions show the hotel reborn in blood. The spirits inside are no longer trapped. They're learning to reach outward. Danny fears what he helped awaken years ago. Running no longer feels possible. Confrontation becomes inevitable. Snowstorms trap the Overlook once more. Phones go dead without explanation. Eli hears footsteps at night. He finds doors opening on their own. Room numbers rearrange themselves. A ghostly bartender offers him a drink. Eli accepts. Sealing al kuyit bekt. The hotel smiles in the dark. Danny dreams of the red bathroom again. The woman in the tub is waiting. She tells him the hotel remembers pain. Every scream soaked into its walls. Fire only scarred it, not destroyed it. Now it wants to keep her with the shining. Danny wakes, screaming her name. The past refuses to stay buried. The Overlook's spirits organize themselves. They speak through reflections and steam. Old guests remember every violent act. They hunger for new memories. Eli becomes their mouthpiece. His personality slowly fractures. He calls the ghost his family. They crown him their chosen host. Danny decides to go back. Abra insists on joining him. They travel through a blinding snowstorm. The road twists unnaturally. Signs point to places that don't exist. The hotel appears larger than before. Its windows glow like watching eyes. The door opens by itself. Inside, time no longer flows normally. Danny sees his younger self running. Jack Torrance appears, silent and broken. The walls bleed slowly, patiently. Each hallway leads to a different year. Abra feels the building, thinking. The hotel studies them like prey. It remembers how to hurt Danny. Eli begins speaking in multiple voices. Some belong to long-dead guests. Others come from unknown eras. The ghosts push him toward violence. He resists for a brief moment. The Overlook tightens its grip. Eli smashes a mirror in rage. 100 reflections laugh back. Danny discovers a hidden lower level. The old boiler room still exists, but now it powers the entire hotel. Psychic energy replaces steam and fire. The shining fuels the building itself. Destroying it could end everything, or trap them forever inside. Danny hesitates for the first time. The spirits isolate Abra. They tempt her with visions of power. She sees herself ruling the Overlook. Ghosts kneel before her strength. The hotel wants a stronger master. Eli senses her presence immediately. He hunts her through shifting corridors. The walls close in around her. Jack Torrance confronts Danny alone. He appears sober, regretful, and calm. Jack admits the hotel used his weakness. He begs Danny to leave now. The Overlook overhears everything. Jack's face begins to split and crack. He screams as the hotel reclaims him. Danny watches his father vanish again. The hotel reveals its true goal. It wants to expand beyond the mountains, using psychic minds as anchors, spreading itself through people, turning cities into living hallways. Abra is the final key. Danny realizes the stakes are global. Stopping it becomes a sacrifice. Danny enters the hotel's consciousness, a maze of memories and screams. He relives Wendy's fear and his own. The ghosts attack his mind directly. He fights back using control he learned. Pain becomes a weapon. The hotel shrieks in psychic agony. It has never been challenged like this. Eli regains clarity for a moment. He sees what he has become. The spirits scream at him to obey. He remembers his family outside. With tears, he helps Abra escape. The ghosts rip into his mind. Eli locks himself inside the boiler room. He smiles once before the door seals. Danny overloads the psychic boiler. Energy pulses through the hotel. Walls crack under invisible pressure. The ghosts panic, losing control. Fire erupts alongside freezing wind. The Overlook screams like a living thing. Snow melts, then instantly refreezes. Reality bends unrestrained. Abra drags Danny toward the exit. Hallways collapse behind them. Ghostly hands claw from the walls. Jack's voice guides them briefly. The front doors resist opening. Danny releases all his shining at once. The doors blast open violently. They tumble into the snow. The Overlook implodes inward, not burning, folding into itself. Windows shatter without sound. The building shrinks unnaturally, then disappears completely. Only a frozen crater remains. The mountain grows silent again. The evil finally has no home. Authorities find no trace of the hotel. No ruins, no ashes, no bodies. Eli is listed as missing forever. Danny collapses from exhaustion. Abra stays by his side. The shining inside him feels quieter, but not entirely gone. Some echoes always remain. Danny realizes the shining is neutral. It reflects the person who holds it. The Overlook twisted pain into hunger. But healing can exist too. Abra agrees to help others like them. They form a quiet network, protecting gifted minds from predators, stopping new Overlooks from forming. Danny sleeps peacefully for the first time. No blood floods his dreams. No voices call his name. Snow feels calm instead of terrifying. Yet one door remains closed in his mind. He chooses not to open it. Some memories deserve rest. Healing is also a kind of power. Abra has one last vision. A shadow watches from far away. Not the Overlook, something older. It notices the hotel's destruction. It turns its attention toward humanity. The shining flickers across the world. A new chapter quietly begins. But this story ends here. Danny writes down everything he remembers. Not as horror, but as warning. The shining is knowledge and burden, passed down like fire. Used wisely, it saves lives. Used selfishly, it destroys worlds. The past no longer controls him. He finally controls the past. Snow falls gently over the mountains. The crater slowly fills with ice. Nature erases the scar. Danny and Abra walk away together. The wind carries faint laughter. Then silence returns completely. The screen fades to black. The shining will never truly die.